Thank you for clicking on the link. My name is Lynn Walker, professional astrologer from liveconsciously.org. This presentation covers the United States astrological profile for the Ingress period of December 21st, 2017 through March 21st, 2018. If you're not familiar with what an Ingress period is, it is the time when a planet goes from one sign to the other. In this particular case, I'm looking at the sun going from Sagittarius to Capricorn, which it did on December 21st, until it ends in Pisces, which will end on March 21st, which is the equinox, and at that point will go into the sign of Aries. Just like in the previous Ingress period, Americans are joining together and realizing there is power in numbers. There is power in groups. Emotions are running high, but people are feeling a sense of unity. Women especially are feeling a sense of responsibility, power, and community, like handing Roy Moore a significant defeat in the recent Alabama election. Even in other countries, women are embracing their power. The Guardian recently did a story on a Kenyan village where men are banned, and that's in a traditional patriarchal society. Needless to say, the men are not happy about that, but the women, they're safe, and they don't have a fear of being raped on a daily basis. The challenge in the U.S. is to clearly define goals and to focus their collective attention on these goals. In looking at this Ingress chart, one thing that is notable is that Neptune is on the ascendant, and the Republican Party, which is Jupiter, is a trine to the ascendant. Now, the president and the current administration will continue to be out of step with the mainstream, implementing their less than transparent agenda. There's an urgency for this administration to take advantage of the current opportunities in order to make a long-term impact. There are several targets in the crosshairs they feel need eliminating and will continue to do so. Trump will bask in the current limelight, celebrating a major piece of tax legislation. However, as Americans begin to understand the details and the impact, middle-class America will not be happy. Changes to it are certain under the 2019 Congress. Some items, however, will be kept, but others, they will definitely change. Trump and the legislators have paid a debt owed to their partners and wealthy supporters. And that's indicative of Jupiter being in Scorpio in the 8th house. With Saturn, Sun conjunct, there can be difficulties for the president. Saturn will diminish his influence as well as his support. Saturn is strong in this position, signifying a very tough time for him and the current administration. Now, with the Venus-Sun conjunction, that will make Americans want to put everyday problems out of their mind and basically, have a good time, party, go out and relax and socialize. People don't want to hear what's going on in the administration, especially during the holiday period here. Beware of overspending during the holidays. You are guaranteed to care after this transit is done. But right now, people are in the mood to spend. People want to spend on themselves and each other. But, you're going to have to pay the piper when this is all said and done. So, spend wisely. Naturally, we're spending money we don't have, and it should be better allocated. Now, Uranus is ending its trek through Aries. To some, change for the sake of change may have seemed like a good idea back in 2016, but people are now realizing the more stable role that they want government to play, especially on the international stage. Now, Chiron's in Pisces, showing that Americans have felt wounded spiritually, but it is up to caring Americans to right the wrongs in order to heal the country, and we still do have that power. Unfortunately, with this first Ingress period, we'll have to work with the Mercury retrograde influence until the 2018 equinox in March. Mercury is also parallel the moon. We don't know what to believe. We'll oftentimes be unable to articulate logically because of high emotions. Information is coming so fast, we've had to learn how to catch up on a daily basis and digest it quickly on a daily basis. The morning news seems ancient by 6 p.m. of the same day, and that will continue into 2018. Mercury squared Neptune adds more confusion to the communications coming out of the White House. Spoken lies will be obvious. The dishonesty with which the Congress operates will be exposed. Expect more ethics violations and secrets exposed in foreign dealings, especially with Neptune on the ascendant. Concerning international affairs, most actions taken are based on fears and not based on actual facts. And people will be quite angry when they find out about the extravagances of the administration courtesy of taxpayers. With Saturn Venus in conjunction, the president's relationships will be tested as his support starts to wane. Probably for the first time, Trump will have to take a look at himself. His personal relationships may suffer greatly with the Saturn conjunction, but he will also have several unexpected events happen involving women with a Uranus-Venus trine. Mars and Neptune come together in a trine aspect. Watch for lies concerning the tax bill, lies concerning the financial state of the country that will be revealed. This is the aspect of deceitful males. One of the most interesting aspects of this time period is that Trump's natal Sun-Moon opposition are conjunct the fourth house cusp and the midheaven. He's feeling insecure about his presidency, and his personal fears will heighten his need to protect himself. Another interpretation would be that his past resurfaces and comes back to haunt him. If you're waiting for the big showdown between Democrats, Republicans, and Trump, you'll have to wait until 2019. It looks like the Democrats could regain enough power to strike down acts that Trump has signed into law and to start the impeachment process. And the impeachment process is slow. If you thought 2017 was fast-paced and exhausting, wait until you get to 2018. While Saturn and Jupiter are both strong in the 2019 solar return chart for the U.S., Saturn has the edge and will get its way. The struggle will be like a reality show ready for prime time. Americans now understand that they have to participate in our democratic process in order for it to work for everyone. America learned a difficult lesson the hard way. That may have been Trump's spiritual purpose. I'll have to take a closer look at that. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to join the mailing list to be the first to get astrological updates, simply subscribe at www.liveconsciously.org. Thank you again.